You think you can
Sam
just walk in
Washington
here
was
and
72,
disrespect me?
a man of quiet routine.
All right.
Every
all
Tuesday
right. Let's
morning
just
at
calm
exactly
down now.
7:30, he pushed through the glass door of Murphy's Diner in Millbrook, population 3,847. He always ordered the same thing, black coffee and wheat toast, paid an exact change from his worn leather wallet, and sat with his back to the wall, scanning exits out of habit. To most, he looked like a fragile old man in a navy cardigan, but the American flag pin on his collar carried silent weight. Beneath the cardigan was a purple heart. On his phone, the first name in his contacts was his son James, director of Homeland Security. Maria Santos, the waitress, knew the truth. She de-served Sam every week for 3 years. She saw the precision in how he folded his napkin, the alert way his eyes swept the room. This wasn't just an old man counting coins. This was a veteran who had seen real battlefields. Across the diner sat Brad Morrison. Broad-shouldered, cocky, always loud in his construction crew uniform. For months, he'd been making comments that got uglier and louder. He resented Sam's presence in what he thought of as his town. That Tuesday, Brad decided to act. The diner hummed with small-town life. Farmers discussing weather, Mrs. Patterson reading her paper, Fire Chief Rodriguez sipping coffee. Outside, college student Tommy Carter adjusted his camera. His class project was to capture authentic small-town America. He had no idea he was about to record an incident that would reach the highest levels of government. At 7:45, Brad rose. His work boots pounded across the linoleum. He stopped at Sam's table, arms folded, voice loud enough for everyone to hear. "You seem real comfortable here, old man. Real comfortable for someone who doesn't belong." The diner froze. "I'm just having coffee," Sam said calmly. "That's the problem. Your being here bothers me." Brad's eyes narrowed. "Bothers decent folks." Every phone came out. Maria started recording. Tommy's lens zoomed in. The security camera blinked red. Sam tried to stand. Brad slammed his hand on the table, scattering quarters and spilling coffee. "Don't walk away when I'm talking to you." "I don't want trouble," Sam said quietly. "Trouble?" Brad sneered. "Old man, you are asterisk trouble." He shoved Sam hard. The veteran staggered back, hitting the edge of the table. Coffee cups shattered. "That's enough," Rodriguez barked, half rising. But Brad wasn't done. His pride demanded more. He stepped forward, blocking Sam's path to the door. "You'll leave when I say you can." And then came the slap. A brutal open-handed strike across Sam's cheek, the crack echoing like a gunshot. Blood trickled where Brad's ring cut skin. Phones recorded. Maria gasped. Mrs. Patterson froze, silence. Sam straightened, shoulders squaring. His hand went to his cheek, then to his pocket. He pulled out his phone. "You just made a serious mistake," he said evenly. Brad laughed. "What you gonna call your mommy?" "No," Sam said, scrolling to his first contact. "I'm calling my son." He hit dial. The phone rang once, twice. Then a voice answered, steady and authoritative. "Dad, is everything okay?" Every ear in the diner heard it. "I'm fine, James, but there's been an incident." "Where are you? I can have agents there in 20 minutes." Brad's smirk dissolved. "Agents," he whispered. Sam met his eyes. "This man assaulted me at Murphy's Diner. It's all recorded." The room shifted. Maria's Instagram live viewer count skyrocketed, 5,200, 3,000. Rodriguez stared. "Jesus Christ, Brad, do you know what you've done?" Mrs. Patterson gasped. "The James Washington." The director of Homeland Security's voice cut through again. "Dad, protective detail is on the way. Witness statements will be needed." Brad sat down, suddenly pale. I didn't know." Sam's voice was quiet but sharp. "That's the point. You thought I was powerless. Now you see who you really are." By noon, Tommy Carter's footage had gone viral. 500,000 views, #respect our elders trending. Corporate issued bland statements. Brad's lawyer spun it as a misunderstanding. But the video was undeniable. The slap. the racial taunts, the phone call. Federal investigators arrived within 48 hours. Agent Sarah Carter laid out files. This wasn't isolated. Minorities in Millbrook had faced systematic harassment for years. Veterans humiliated at polling stations, families questioned at community centers, small businesses quietly forced to close. Emails, bank records, and private Facebook groups revealed coordination between city leaders, business owners, and Brad Morrison. It wasn't random hate. It was deliberate exclusion for profit. Sheriff Hayes had ignored over a dozen complaints. Mayor Thompson brushed off reports to protect tourism. Behind closed doors, Brad and his allies plotted to make examples of minorities. Now it was all coming out. The backlash came fast. Sam's garbage was dumped daily, his garage door spray-painted. Maria received threats about her immigration status. Tommy's accounts were hacked. But they refused to fold. Civil rights attorney Dr. Rebecca Martinez arrived with a team. Veterans nationwide rallied. "We don't abandon our own." Marcus Thompson, a cybersecurity expert and vet, recovered deleted diner footage from cloud backups. The smoking gun, Brad coordinating damage control with Mayor Thompson minutes after the assault. The Unity Coalition formed. Maria Rodriguez, Mrs. Patterson, faith leaders, demanding accountability. And the movement grew. Vigils drew hundreds. Celebrities amplified Tommy's documentary trailer, The Sam Washington Story, When Dignity Meets Power. Within 24 hours, it had 1 million views. Brad's private racist messages leaked, destroying his last defense. On Friday night, Millbrook gathered at the community center. 400 seats filled, 600 more stood outside watching the live stream. National media lined the walls. Sam entered quietly. Half the hall rose in a standing ovation. Brad slumped in the back, his expensive watch heavy, his face gray. Mediator Linda Hayes called order. Evidence rolled across giant screens, the slap, the insults, the conspiracy emails. Gasps echoed. Witnesses spoke. Maria, "Silence enables cruelty. I won't be silent again." Rodriguez, "I failed by not acting sooner. That ends today." Mrs. Patterson, "My husband chose convenience over justice. I won't." Finally, Sam rose. "I didn't serve my country to face hatred at home. This isn't about my son's position. It's about how we treat each other as human beings." The hall was silent. I can forgive Brad Morrison, but forgiveness requires acknowledgement and change. Dr. Martinez then revealed the final piece. Brad's email boasting, Phase 1 successful, minority businesses closed, property values stabilizing, Phase 2 soon. The hall erupted. Even Brad's supporters turned away. The vote was decisive. Brad was forced to resign from all positions, issue public apology, and pay restitution. Independent oversight of law enforcement was implemented. Federal monitors arrived. 3 months later, Millbrook was transformed. Maria Santos was elected mayor in a landslide. Rodriguez became sheriff. New minority-owned businesses opened with community investment. Murphy's Diner, under new management, hosted the town's first diversity festival. Tommy Carter's documentary won national awards. His follow-up, Small Towns, Big Change, was picked up by a major network. Veterans nationwide shared Sam's story. 47 communities launched reforms using the Millbrook model. Sam Washington returned to his quiet routine. Tuesday mornings, wheat toast and black coffee. Only now his order was never charged. One man in a cardigan had stood his ground and forced a town and a nation to confront itself.